there is a massive, massive problem in the city of Seattle. 3 years in a row now. Yes, I do 3 this way. I don't know why. 3 years in a row now. I've been screaming that the Seahawks need to improve their offensive line. 3 years and nothing to show for it. No fix. Nothing has changed. And as a result of not changing, an alarming culture has been created in Seattle that will cost Russell Wilson years off of the end of his career. So Tom Brady's still playing football at a very high level, might I add, at 40 years old. Why? Why is Tom Brady able to play at 40 years old? Yeah, of course, Tom Brady takes care of his body. That's a part of it, right? The other part of it is Tom Brady doesn't get hit very much. And when Tom Brady is hit, it is a huge deal. It's a big problem. When Tom Brady gets hit, everyone turns their head. Oh no. When Tom Brady's hit, announcers notice it. Referees notice it. The offensive line is shamed. It's a big deal. The Patriots have a culture where Tom Brady getting hit is a really big deal. And if Tom Brady's hit, that is unacceptable. The offensive line feels shame. Announcers notice it. The refs go, ooh. Even the guys hitting him feel bad. Now in Seattle, Russell Wilson is thrown around like a rag doll. Russell Wilson is nailed, repeatedly thrown into the ground. And everyone watching just goes, oh, that's Russell. That's what happens to Russell Wilson. See, the culture in Seattle is not like the one in New England. Announcers and refs are not bothered when Russell Wilson is knocked to the ground. Linemen don't feel the same guilt. In fact, the Seahawks' inability to provide an offensive line simply shows that the upper management, the general manager in Seattle, John Schneider, upper management in Seattle is okay with their quarterback getting hit. They are okay with Russell Wilson running for his life. And Russell Wilson does run for his life. The dude gets hit a ton. You know who else gets hit a lot? Andrew Luck. See, the Colts failed to provide Andrew Luck with an offensive line. And if you notice, the guy didn't play at all last year. In fact, Andrew Luck was hurt over a year and a half ago, and he's still barely throwing. Andrew Luck, you know what Andrew Luck's not going to do? Andrew Luck is not going to play until he's 40 years old. Because years have been taken off of the end of Andrew Luck's career because of his injuries, because of him getting hit. And the same thing is happening to Russell Wilson. Look, I'm not calling for the Seattle Seahawks general manager, John Schneider, to be fired. I don't do that. I'm not in that business. My dad was fired once. Hurt our family. I just will never be the guy who calls for someone's job. There are real people on the other side of this. But what I am saying is John Schneider needs to be held responsible. If you want the Seahawks to have a better offensive line, you need to demand it. John Schneider is failing Russell Wilson. And he's hurting Russell Wilson's career, which therefore hurts the Seattle Seahawks organization in the process. Russell Wilson does not have an offensive line, and steps have not been taken to improve the Seattle Seahawks offensive line. This will shorten Russell Wilson's career. It's unacceptable. I've been saying it for years now. It is time to provide Russell Wilson with some help. And if you don't, it's because you don't care. How do you go 3 years in a row? If my dad, my old stupid dad, I love my dad does not know football. If my dad knows what the Seattle Seahawks problem is, that's very alarming. Because apparently my dad knows what's wrong with the Seahawks, but John Schneider cannot fix the problem and doesn't apparently know that that's a big deal for the Seahawks. That's not good. That's no good. The Seattle Seahawks need to give Russell Wilson some kind of support from the offensive line. They need to give him support. They need to help him. Otherwise, Russell Wilson's career will be significantly shortened by injuries and from getting hit repeatedly. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, if you love Strong Opinion Sports, subscribe on iTunes, on SoundCloud, and on YouTube. And if you really love Strong Opinion Sports, if you want to help me grow this podcast, share this with your friends on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever it is. If you like this podcast, share this link with your friends or tell your friends about it face to face. Thank you so very much for watching.